There are 5 golden rules to find the best truck drivers. For every trucking business, truck drivers are at the center of the success of the organization because they're vital when it comes to meeting the customer's expectations. One thing that you want to realize is that with transportation, timing is everything. Making sure movement, loading, and deliveries are executed as quickly and as safely as possible is key to the success in this business. Rule number 1, you have to be able to use the internet. If you aren't leveraging today's technology to optimize your business strategies, then you're doing yourself a disservice. As a trucking business owner, you need to have a business presence online, as well as a truck driving recruitment landing page. Secondly, your website needs to be search engine optimized to promote visibility on the internet. So when truck drivers are looking for employment and they enter a job search on Google, they probably won't go beyond the first 2 pages. So if you're trying to attract the best truck drivers, your website definitely needs to be listed on the first 2, maybe even 3 pages. You have to have the knowledge necessary to improve the search engine optimization of your website by focusing on 2 key components: content marketing and keywords. For content marketing, it might be wise for you to include a blog, maybe on your website, with articles that will attract truck drivers like eating healthy on the road or best truck stops in the US. That'll definitely grab the attention of your drivers. Now, keywords are supposed to convey vital information to the search engine. That way, when someone searches any of the keywords on your post, it's more likely to show up in your results. Rule number 2, consider their qualifications. This is where the real hiring process starts. You have to be able to properly vet your applicants. The most basic qualification a truck driver needs is a CDL qualification, just to drive a truck commercially. Sometimes a driver will need other qualifications depending on the truck's features or intended driving routes. The next thing you always want to be aware of is your driver's driving record to ensure that they have an excellent track record. You have to be able to weed out applicants who have a propensity to have accidents. Rule number 3, knowledge of trucking mechanics. A truck driver should definitely know his truck like the back of his hand. Make sure your driver is aware of things like gauges, dials, and indicators so they can successfully describe what needs to be repaired or replaced. Every now and then, you'll definitely need to be able to perform some basic emergency repairs on the truck, like changing a tire on the go. Rule number 4, personal attributes. If you can, try to make sure you can do an in-person interview with your potential driver. Your driver needs to know more than just how to drive a truck. You want a driver who has a strong sense of responsibility, which is shown in their punctuality, courtesy, and carefulness, which is really hard to determine on a phone interview. You want a driver with good physical stamina and mental endurance. Trucking is one of the most stressful occupations. It demands a lot of time spent on the road away from family and loved ones. So you need a driver who knows how to manage stressful situations and keep a cool head when things get tense. Rule number 5, finalize the process. When it's time to move to the final step in the hiring process, that's when you start doing your background checks, your drug testing, and procedural requirements. You should also test each candidate on their knowledge. You want to make sure your driver knows how to back up, accelerate smoothly, as well as any other technical skills they need to have mastered. With these guidelines, you should be able to get the best and most reliable truck drivers for your business. If you like our video, comment and be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so that way you don't miss any of our videos.